Before maps, compasses, and GPS, the ancestors of all Pacific Islanders used traditional navigation methods to sail the seas. On April 30th, two traditional 30-foot Micronesian canoes landed on Guam shores carrying a total of 23 people. The crew is made up of men from Yap proper, or the main island of Yap, and an outer island of Yap known as Lamatrek. Lamatrek is politically under the Yapese flag, but the people have a distinct culture and language. Lamatrek is one of the few remaining Carolinian islands that hold the ancient knowledge of star navigation. Ali Halialor is the master navigator from Lamatrek.
All these I learned from my father, I learned from my uncles and other people who are in line of our relatives. Usually it's our elders that they taught us how to do this.
Halialor and his companions traveled for 4.5 days over hundreds of miles of open ocean without any safety or chase boats. With just 2 canoes, 23 men, and the ancient knowledge that has been passed down to them for generations, Halialor was able to navigate to Guam without ever doing it before.
Well, I know the stars which Guam lies under. But the very important thing is you have to take it into consideration, the current and the wind. Although you know the star that Guam lies under, you don't have to sail directly to that location. But rather, first you got to know where the current is going to, how the wind is, then you know where to put your canoes at.
They are here on Guam because of Bruno Tharnagan, who was a Yapese chief studying navigation under Halialor. Tharnagan heads up the Traditional Navigation Society in Yap, a group that is trying to revive traditional navigation in Yap, similar to Guam's Tossi group. Joining them on their quest to keep traditional star navigation alive is anthropologist Dr. Eric Metzger. Metzger has been studying and documenting traditional Micronesian navigation on Lamatrek for nearly 33 years. He explains the significance of this trip and the legendary status of one of its canoes.
Simeon Hokulea was built by Mau Pialug, the legendary navigator from Satawal. It was built about 33 years ago. The legendary part of it is that Mau Pialug sailed it to Saipan, God knows how many times, maybe 6-7 times. And then he used it to sail to Palau at least 2 or 3 times. And now it's being used again to basically make history from Lamatrek to Guam, and that voyage hasn't happened in over 100 years. So this is a legendary canoe.
Metzger owns and operates Triton Films, a company dedicated to documenting traditional methods of navigation in Micronesia. You can find his work on tritonfilms.com. Metzger braves the seas with a full load of camera gear.
It can be unnerving because you're in an open canoe, there's no shelter to speak of, and if the waves are high and the wind is bad, then you're going to get wet and everything's going to be difficult.
Halialor, on the other hand, is less nervous about these trips.
Going that many miles of open ocean with no safety boats, just your 2 canoes, do you get scared?
I'm not scared. I'm not scared because I know where I am always, and I know that the only thing that will kill us out there is the typhoon and maybe sharks or whales or what if they wanted to do something. But I have faith that I'm not scared.
In fact, while en route to Guam, one of their sails tore and 2 guys from the Yap proper canoe jumped into the water, swam 300 feet in high surf to bring a needle to the other canoe to temporarily repair the torn sail. They'll need these repairs for their next voyage. This historic canoe, the Simeon Hokulea, will make yet another historic voyage when it leaves from Guam to the island of Yap proper, something that, as far as historians can tell, has never been done before. Clint Rogel, PNC News.